What's up, y'all? So today I am just going to propagate into the realm. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today, let's talk. What shall we talk about? I mean, honestly, everybody is doing their own thing. The world has changed.
Think perspective. The closer you are, bigger it gets.
Come on. In you go.
And now we're here. So, you want to talk about me? Who are you? Okay, well, let's talk about me for a little while, and then we'll move on. Well, I am an entity inhabiting a vessel. What entity? How did you get inside of that vessel? We're interwoven in the DNA. It's a frequency. You have to realize that. You have to know it's a frequency. But, yeah. This is Lot. What Lot looked like, that's exactly this face. When I walked up upon Lot, hey Lot, Lord?
That evening, two angels came to the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting near the city gates and saw them. He got up and went to them. He bowed to show respect and said, "Sirs, please come to my house, and I will serve you. There you can wash your feet and stay the night. Then tomorrow you can continue your journey." The angels answered, "No, we will stay the night in the city square." But Lot persisted and urged them to come home with him and enjoy his hospitality. They agreed finally and came with Lot to his house. Lot prepared a huge meal for them, served with unleavened bread, and they ate until they were full. That evening, just before bedtime, men from every part of town came to Lot's house. They stood around the house and called to Lot. They said, "Where are the men who came with you to your house tonight? We saw them go in with you. Bring them out here. We want to have sex with them." Lot slipped out of the door to address the men, shutting it firmly behind him. Then he said, "Friends, please don't do such a terrible thing. I have two daughters who have never had sex. I'll bring them out and you can do what you want with them. But please don't do anything to these men. They are my guests. They deserve the protection of my home. Don't get in our way," the crowd answered. "You're a foreigner. What right do you have to order us around? We'll do worse things to you than we're going to do to them." The crowd kept arguing with Lot. Finally, they rushed toward the door to break it down. But the two angels in the house reached out and pulled Lot safely inside. Then the angels struck all of the men pressing at the door with blindness. So the men trying to get in the house could not find the door. The two men said to Lot, "Are there any other people from your family living in this city? Do you have any sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or any other people from your family here? If so, you should tell them to leave now. We are going to destroy this city. The Lord heard how evil this city is, so he sent us to destroy it."
That was the very face I got. Lord? You know? It's interesting to say that stuff out loud because people don't realize where we are. So people still live in the old world and they're like, "That sounds crazy. You are not Lot. You don't realize something's wrong. Schizophrenia, multiple personalities, something is not right with you. Got it. I understand. Well, to you I have to say this. The world has shifted. The powers that were are no longer in charge. Their masters who are now in charge. And for the word usage and choices, you have to weed through that. These people only have so much power.
We're going to be parents.
In 38 days, a child will be born. They will sing hymns in your honor, the mother of the living Antichrist.
I had a vision of an angel telling me, woe to Babylon. 38 days.
Are we really on that level of crazy?
It's biblical, so yes.
We've already hunted werewolves and demons. Are we now hunting witches?
Okie dokie.
They have to listen to others. They are inside of the hierarchy. Same as you. I'm not in a hierarchy. Are you sure? Entry level? Or where are you? How are you struggling? You don't seem to be the most wealthiest. I see. Again, most people are from the show me state at this moment, so you have to show them. And that I will. Now, as for some of the sounds in the background, yes, I'm doing laundry right now, so yeah, you're gonna hear sounds. Yeah. I'm trying to try something different at this moment, a little bit more comical, because at this juncture, why would we not be comical? Why would we not laugh? Why would we not have high vibrations? Because you want to be low end. You want someone to be dark, evil, destroy you. Well, I'm all things. Because if you want me to be the most infamous person in existence, so be it.
It is the promise of the Imperium. It is a race run across centuries. A baton handed from generation to generation. Threaten the peace and pay a dear price. The pain will be felt by all for generations. It will scar them forever, but they will survive. You will not, and neither will your worlds. Not without wounds.
I can be. So can you. We all have the ability. We all have the gift, even if we don't realize that. And some people are more advanced than others, but at this point, who cares? Who bloody well cares? So, now, what are we talking about? You want information, right? Okay, so there's not enough information to give you in regards to where we are. Because if I gave you so much information, your heads would spin. You would explode. I mean, that's a cop-out answer for some, but that's just the way it is. I don't have to listen to you. I'm at the top of the pyramid. And for those out there, he's not at the top. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't care what you think. The numbers don't matter. Algorithms be damned. Because I know the message is getting out there. Because I coded all of my messages. So when people use specific buzzwords, oh God, I know you have the code. You are tapped in. So now, where are we? You seem different. I have a job to do. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about Anlo. You know, his wife. Things took place with Nan, of which put them against each other towards the end. And with that, I had to tell her the same thing I tell you in multiple videos. I have a job to do, and I will do my job. And some people don't understand what that means.
Ladies and gentlemen, the revolution.
Detective?
What's he doing?
He looks like a zombie.
I think he's accessing criminal data.
Thomas King, you're under arrest.
She at least understood it. Her actions towards the end spoke volumes. Me, I loved her unequivocally. But I had to do my job. And same with where we are right now. I may love you unequivocally, but I have a job to do. Everything else means nothing. So I will do my job. Consequences. What consequences would be against me? I mean, for the higher end, for the hierarchy, for the people in the pyramid who actually realize where we are, who are you to me? Not egotistically, but entity-wise, who are you to me? We are the same people. And whether you realize that or not, that is a moot point. I don't care. Those out there who get to that level, oh yeah, he's doing what he has to do. And we're not going to stand in the way. That is the entity who knows. So we are a part of that. We don't have the same level of access as that particular vessel at this moment. But you know what? We're going to cede power over to them because they know. Everybody knows. But with that, this is a different time. People have changed. Your family, your friends, people you have dealt with, everyone has changed. Either they know or they don't. And whether or not you are still dealing with them, that's on you. I deal with people who don't know all the time. I go with the flow. Because at the end of it all, there is nothing else to do besides going with the flow. The main narration is going to dictate to us how we go about our lives. And whether or not you are a character in the main narration or if you're an NPC, it doesn't matter. The main narration was set. It was set by specific, see, that's where you have to dive deeply, because it's not entities. It's you're inside of a crystalline form. You are a thought. And some people can't wrap their heads around that, but you are a thought. This physical form, it's not real. You can't wrap your head around it because you're physically locked to, oh, I can feel it. This is real. Outside of that reality lies something more. And people have sensed it. People have gotten to the point where they know it's there. And we still, the linear thought takes precedent over anything else. Well, good luck with linear thought. So for those out there from the show me state, which when I say show me state, I just mean masses, the proletariat. And even using phrases like that can be seen as, oh, he's ideological. Who gave you these ideologies?
If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty.
Who gave you these ideologies, okay? Realize, understand where you are. You see these shoulders, the way I'm sitting? Hold on. Let me fix that. Let me correct that for you. I can confidently say that most people don't understand where they are. I can confidently say that most people haven't gotten the message from me directly. But those out there who do get the message from me directly propagate that message out there. So there's no point in trying to say, oh, I'm the boss, I'm the leader. We are all the same. You can propagate just as much as I can. Enlil, you say? Ananki, you say? These are just titles. Really, they're titles for former vessels. They're not even real. This is a thought experiment. And I am so sorry, I really am, that we had to go through elementary, middle, high school, whatever you call your educational system, however you break it down. I apologize that you had to go through all of that to really get to the point where everything that you were given is made up for the most part. It doesn't exist. It's not real. And for those out there, if it's not real, I can just go out and indiscriminately destroy. This is a thought form. If you don't realize who the actual one is, then you are going to be subjected to the worst existence ever. You might have instant gratification now, but karma, the whole quote, karma is a bitch, karma will be a bitch for you. I can guarantee you that.
It's funny. You know why I used to call this the bad room?
It's just a room, John. It's neither good nor bad.
That's easy to say from the other side of the door.
You know, I was there the day that you were born. And they paid some poor runaway $2,000 to carry the embryo to term. Yeah, everybody was terrified of you from your first breath.
But you weren't.
We have no physical power over you, but brought in the best psychologists in the world. We developed the protocol so that you would be obedient. In many ways, that was our greatest success. So human. You'll never be able to overcome that.
That's where you're wrong. I'm not human. You know, I really do want to share with you why I called this the bad room.
Everyone is being judged. You have already been judged. And now we are here. What do you want from me? More information? More knowledge? How to save yourselves? I will give it to you. But you only have to get to the point where you can actually utilize what I'm giving to you to actually save yourselves. Because at this point, listening to people is not enough. Your whole perspective, your whole mindset, your whole inner journey has to coincide with one another. You have to get to a point of I am to actually live freely anyways. But with that, what do you want? You want to know more? What do you want to know about me? You want to know where I'm from, how I got to this point? You want to have this connection with me? We're connected no matter what. I can assure you of this. You don't have to try to, I can understand what he's, understand and overstand what he's saying. I am on the same level. No, you get to that point on your own, whether or not you hear my message or not. This is a time that we have to be serious in. The star is about to do a serious event. The planets are about to shift, and you are sitting here worried about what? Bills being blown up? What are you actually worried about? I need to know. Wherever you are located will determine on what you're worried about. So realize that your little simplistic lifestyles, those are simplistic. The main narration is going along. You have side characters who are adding to that narration. And with those side characters, are you one of them or are you an NPC? And I don't use that derogatively. I'm just saying, are you going with the way of things or are you actually adding to it? Where is your perspective? Where is your mindset at? You know, that kind of thing. You're advanced. We can't get to that level. Then you're stuck on stupid. Because if you can't get to a simplistic level of realizing that I am, and not saying I am, which I am, but you as yourself is I am, then Good luck. I can't help you because I'm not here to. That's not my job. That's you. That's on you. My job is set. I have 3 main goals right now. I will accomplish those goals. And as I told Nan, I have a job to do and I will do it. And I said that to someone I actually have feelings for. I love emotions, all that 3D stuff. I said it to her. Because at the end of it all, the main narration doesn't care about your ties, your anchors, your traumas. The main narration only cares about being the main narration. We're gonna go about our day. I don't give a gosh darn. I was programmed to do this. And the main narration is an entity? A consciousness? Everything is a part of one consciousness. This is a thought experiment. I'm not saying you go out there and not love your families or anything like that. Just realize that this is a thought experiment.
When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all.
You wouldn't send me back to Earth, even if I prayed to you?
Earth? Which way is that?
I don't know.
Huh?
Hey, what? You say something?
Remember what we talked about.
This is by a wide margin the least likely thing that has ever happened. Oh no, the monks! We forgot to let them out of the laundry room.
Ah, do we have to? I mean, they're monks. I'm sure their God will let them out.
Fat chance! You can't count on God for jack! He pretty much told me so himself! Now come on! If we don't save those monks, no one will!
When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all.
You are in a crystalline form. This is more like a holodeck than anything else. And whether or not you think I'm crazy or not, it doesn't matter. We are moving right along. So now, with that, I have said way too much. I've been up in your face, and I'm just like, will they get it? I hope they get it. Why don't they get it? I don't know. I'm just feeling extra energetic today. So, with that, a smile on and positive vibes your way. For the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.